welcome back to another episode of Real Aussie Adventures. Last night was probably by far the coldest night. I was cold under the doona. Bear in mind that I am just wearing summer pajamas, so shorts and a short sleeve t-shirt. But oh, it was freezing. Really, really cold. But, you know, I made it, and it's so much better than the humidity and like hot of the previous nights we've had. So I suppose a little cold respite isn't so bad, and I do choose to sleep with all of the windows open because I don't like the condensation that builds up inside. We have just gotten to Edith Falls. Car parking was a little strange because I had people right behind me and it's like, wait, I want to reverse into this bay, just go past me. Anyway, pulled into the bay. These bays are really, really wide, like really, really wide. Wider than normal. Like, they are Xanthi approved bays because I can't park in narrow bays. We made it into Edith Falls. I changed, put on some bathers, put on some sunscreen, and now we're gonna go check out the water. Jacob recalls that someone told us, a grey nomad, said that Edith Falls was freezing. Like, the water was colder than anything else he'd done in the Northern Territory. But I suppose we'll find out. We'll find out, that's for sure. We're going to go for a swim, whether we like it or not. We're not here to enjoy ourselves, we're here to live. We've been walking for I'm not sure how long, but this is our view. Very nice. I'm not sure whether we're at Sweetwater yet, or whether we're just at the long pool. I'm not sure. But I'm sure there'll be some signage soon enough to tell me where I am. Well, we made it to Sweetwater. It was definitely a hike out here, but the water looks great and I'm ready for a swim. Made it. We're about to go for a swim and it looks good, but I've heard some people saying that it's a little bit chilly, but apparently I also overheard them say that it's a bit warmer over by the waterfall. I will find out. So we conquered Sweetwater Pool. Now we're on our way to Long Haul, as you saw on the sign, and then we'll be onwards to back to the car park via the Edith Falls loop, which will be good. Something I've realised is I think I'm actually getting a bit of an infection on my foot where I cut it on the rock the other day. Not ideal. But anyway, that is the update for my injuries, the injury report. Yeah. Went for a swim at the Long Hole pool, as you would have seen, and now we're bush bashing our way to the Edith Falls, or to finish to Edith Falls loop. We started it and then we got to the fork in the road which says you can either travel this road to go to Sweetwater or this road to go to the upper pools. So we decided, you know what, let's go all the way to Sweetwater. The walk to Motorcar Falls was 7 k's yesterday, so what's sort of 6 k's today. We made it to the fork. Hooray! We're now going to do the upper pool, and then of course the Edith Falls loop. I'm ready, should be good. Bumped into some folks who were walking up to Sweetwater, had a good chat to them, told them the water was nice because they asked how our swim was. So that made me feel pretty happy. Nice people are my kind of people. I love them. But yes, that's that. This is our view, and it's about 1:15 in the afternoon. I really didn't expect to be here for half the day, but here we are. Well, we went for our swim, made it all the way over to the waterfall, had to swim around that rock, and there was quite a bit of a channel through there, which took me out a few times because the current's coming towards us, not away. But yes, that's that. Went for our 3rd swim of the day, debating a 4th because it's quite a bit of effort to undress, redress and that. But did the right thing. Found an old floating pool noodle that's basically crumbling away, and an old lolly wrapper as well, so I'm going to put that in the rubbish bin when I find one. We finished up at the upper pool. Now we're wandering off to the campground because there's no sign for the car park, so hoping that by getting closer to the campground we'll be able to get out. I mean, I know the two meet up. Saw it on the main sign when we were wandering in. But about ready to get back to the car, ready to have a feed and ready to refill. I'm running low. Well, we made it back to the car after doing basically everything at Edith Falls, and then of course treating ourselves to an ice cream because we deserved it. Well, we fueled up in Catherine, we made it into Catherine. Not as scary as the first time we came through. Doesn't make me quite as angry. Do I feel comfortable? No, not really, but that's right. Got ourselves a sausage roll and pie from the fuel station, which was a lot cheaper than what it would have been at Edith Falls. But yes, lunch on the go. Settled into our campground and saw the animals. We have some goats, and then there's a horse and a donkey too, and you can hand feed them. I missed out, and you can pat them. I missed out on a lot of it because I was calling my mum and dad. So currently I am having leftover burritos or fajitas for dinner. Looking at the mold growing on my cheese. And yeah, basically that's the rest of the evening for me, is just having leftover dinners and editing some videos, preparing lots to go up. So yeah, so far I have edited 2 videos in one night. But yeah, that's the plan. Eating my leftover fajitas and watching footage. Fun.